my issue comes in with it leans back a little bit to what we heard from people when Urban Meyer left Florida. He didn't leave because he was tired. If he was tired, he wouldn't have taken another job at Ohio State or another job at Jacksonville. He was
Oh,
trying to escape the mess that he had at Florida. Now, granted, he won those 2 national championships. Got to give him credit for that. And then he won a third at Ohio State. But still, nobody wants to remember the fact that this guy had 31 players that were arrested during his tenure there. It was a Wild West program. They had a culture there of something called, I have to remember, the Circle of Trust is what they called it there, where Meyer had his own players. Everybody, it was just a certain group of players and seniors that were all part of his trust, and everybody else was on the side. And it was a toxic culture. People
yeah.
still love this guy because you brought us a
Well,
national championship. The heck with the fact that you also happened to be here when Aaron Hernandez was here, and he was one of the guys who got arrested, and you allowed these guys to run wild. And guess what? Aaron Hernandez later become a killer. And so
well,
it just
he,
comes down to all this. It's this
it was, and
it's
it was
this
alleged that he
need to
also shot.
it's this need
Yeah,
to
it
honor
was a
these guys. It catches me.
yeah. He was alleged to have shot someone in the face at Florida too at some point.
Correct.
Aaron Hernandez and Urban Meyer. People forget he left Ohio State under a cloud of controversy, including fact that he supported and kept a clear domestic abuser on his staff that beat up his wife, and all of this came out later.
Well, and
This is not.
there was always the story about the Zach Smith. I mean, he is the one who basically had these sexual abuse texts and these sexual abuse issues. And you're right. Meyer just looked the other way. He basically said, well, okay, gee, we got it. Oh, and by the way, there was another one at the University of Florida. I wrote this down. He had a wide receiver named Chris Rainey who was textually threatening his girlfriend. And when Meyer was confronted with it, he said, "Well, we got to take care of those things. It's one of those tough things that we got to learn from." You had a guy who's threatening his girlfriend in text,
Yeah.
physical violence, and you just let it go. This guy didn't give a crap about anything that happened off the field. As long as I win, I win, and that's the problem, Mike. Even the
Yeah.
fans say that. As long as you win, I don't care if somebody's out there shooting somebody in the face. I don't care if they're out doing drugs. I don't care if they're out beating up their girlfriend. Just win. And that is still
Well,
pervasive, Mike.